Podiman Studio.
Libmanan is a large first-class municipality, one of the biggest in Camarines Sur and Bicol region. It stretched across nearly the whole width of the Bicol Peninsula, from where it borders Cabusao municipality, on the San Miguel Bay all the way out to the Raggay Gulf, including 3 islands known locally as the Tres Marias, including one island known as Puro Island. The main town, or Poblacion, is located along the Libmanan River on the lowland alluvial plain. Among the first and the oldest documents that mention the town of Libmanan as one of the riverine villages of Bicol was the decree of Governor-General Guido Labisars, dated April 3, 1574, entrusting it to an encomendero, as to be one of the Spanish encomiendas in Bicol, referring the name of the town as Libmanan together with other ancient villages or settlements that would be the barrios now of Libmanan, which are all in the province of the River Vaca. This reference became the basis of the foundation of the town as a pueblo or a political unit in the province which has a close connection to the river of Bicol. It must be assumed that the common notion of the decree is that the town of Libmanan is located from the Bicol River referred or understood as the province where it belongs. And from this decree, several succeeding Spanish documents would further test its synonymous link of the river and the name of the town and vice versa. This is according to the research of historians who made a study about Bicol history and culture. With the times passing, stories were passed down generation to generation and led to different variation of local stories to the claims of the origin of the name Libmanan. Folklore, myths and legends, though unreliable due to its probable exaggeration in narrations, it had played a major role in the discovery of history. The geographic location of Libmanan had been a ground in deriving the toponym of the municipality. One claim is saying that it was supposedly derived from the word Ligmanan, which means surrounded with waterways. The Libmanan River, which vastly extends across 27 riverine villages, had given Libmanan an abundant water supply for irrigation and agriculture. Libamanan was also a claim derivative, thus referring the place, Libamanan, a place of enjoyment. However, the authenticity of the claim in this derivative version is questionable because Libang is a Tagalog word and was not in the Bicol vocabulary by then. Another version was based on the folklore of the Moro raiding. There were reports of Moro raids documented that can support this belief. Local stories says that Libmanan was attacked by the Moros, but the inhabitants had bravely fought and drove these raiding Moros away, referring to their triumphant resistance against the Moros as Libamanan, or the battleground. In 1732, Libmanan starts its government town from being barrio of Quipayo. Spanish Captain Jose Domingo Ramos was the first executive of the town. Spanish rule in town lasted until the Declaration of Independence in 1898, where the Revolutionary of the Philippines takes over the control of the pueblo, until the Americans came in the 1900s. During the American occupation, in 1903, the first public school of the town was founded. The school was built by the Americans. From 1927 to 1929, Manila Railroad Company constructed rail track that connects Manila to Bicol by land transportation. Libmanan Station was opened on February 3, 1929 as part of the expansion of the Legazpi Division line from Tabaco, Albay to Libmanan, through passenger services to and from Manila commenced on January 31, 1938 after the Legazpi Division Line and Main Line South were merged into a continuous network called the Manila-Legazpi Line. When the World War II broke out, and the entire Philippines were under control by the Japanese Imperial Army, Libmanan was the best strategic location for the resisting guerrillas against the Japanese forces in Bicol. Mount Bernatzi, also known as Tancong Vaca, became the secret base for the resisting Bicolano heroes. One of the famous units was the Tancong Vaca Guerilla Unit, one of the successful and the strongest unit in Bicol that never surrendered even without a support for 3 years from the Americans, during the dark days of the 1940s. When the World War II ended, the town was severely damaged, including the railway track of the Manila Railroad Company. Americans helped to restore and rehabilitated some facilities of the town. In the 1950s, local government slowly developed the town from irrigation, local access road, public building facilities and agriculture. Today, Libmanan has a population of 125,000 people from its 75 villages or barrios, one of the largest in the province and the region. Its economy relies on agriculture by land and water. Generally, Libmanan soil is adapted for growing different agricultural products. Portions are also adopted to pottery, the making of which has been a local industry for centuries. Libmanan has been the rice basket not only of the province but of southern Luzon even during the Spanish regime. In spite of problems encountered by rice farmers, Libmanan maintains its status of being the rice granary of the province. Other industry and businesses are rising, land areas are slowly developing, farm-to-market roads is a factor for the growth of farmers and town's agriculture industry. The town is not so far to become a city in the future. Libmanan is full of history of Bicol. It has a lot of nice beaches, theme and nature park including agritourism sites. We hope that the progress of the town won't leave an impact to its green and fresh environment. Libmanan is not too far away from its distance from the center of economy, Naga City, only if there is a roads and bridges that will connect from Naga to Canaman, crossing the Libmanan River to its poblacion, that could only take about less than 20 kilometers away from Naga to Libmanan, and it will also a benefit to its neighboring town Cabusao. Special thanks to my fellow YouTube channels, Libmanan Channel, Semi-Retired Former, Travel G's, and to Facebook pages, Libmanan Historical Culture Society, Libmanan PNP, Taga Libmanan Ani, the Libmanan community and to all Bicol historians who helped us to make this video. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.